So the next book on my list, this is part 2 of my Read Harder challenge because my camera cut off. The next book on my list is Beloved. And Beloved was listed under a book with a cover you hate. This was completely unnecessary. Like, the picture on the back of her is gorgeous. I think if they had just taken her picture and pasted it here, we would have done a lot better. This is hideous. If you guys agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. The next book on my list is A Mystery by a Person of Color or LGBTQ author. Did not do that. I did not find a mystery by a person of color. I did not find an LGBTQ author, but what I did find is Neil Gaiman. His last name was the closest I got to anything gay, okay? American Gods. I heard that Neil Gaiman is an excellent author. I'm not saying he's gay. I'm just saying his last name, it just went with the theme, and I just grabbed it because I've always wanted to read something by Neil Gaiman. So that's what we went with for that category. I am still breaking the law over here. Okay, next, an essay anthology. I chose Moments to Remember by Candida Lund. Okay, so basically this is a book with a bunch of essays kind of detailing the lives of Helen Keller. Let's see, who else do we have in here? Marian Anderson, Eleanor Roosevelt, Florence Nightingale, Virginia Woolf. All of those names are pretty recognizable. This one is going to be good. I think the variety will be the most interesting thing about that book. Okay, so the next book on my list is a book with a female protagonist over the age of 60. I chose Leadership, the Eleanor Roosevelt Way. This book is by Robin Gerber or Gerber. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is what I chose. I don't know a lot about leadership, but I have a leadership course coming up in my program pretty soon. So I thought maybe learning a little bit about leadership might be a good idea. And so I chose this book. There we go. Okay. Last but not least, an assigned book you hated or never finished. And the winner of this competition is going to be Science in the Modern World by Alfred North Whitehead. I was assigned this book in my program in a philosophy course. I had to write papers based on a book that I hated. Now, you guys know writing papers are difficult enough, but to have to write based on a book that's written in old King James Bible language, it just wasn't fun. Like, let me tell you, I struggled through this one. I literally had to convince myself that I loved this book in order to complete the task. I convinced myself that I loved it. And so I was able to read it and I was able to write the papers. And I'm sure to my professor's surprise, I actually peeled out a few decent papers from it. I just didn't like this book. It was outside of the category of books that I enjoy. I am thankful to him that he did make us read this and that he chose this one, though, because it allowed me to step outside my comfort zone. So maybe now when I am browsing in Barnes & Noble or online and I see a book of this type, I won't be as intimidated by it. It really wasn't an intimidating book as much as it was just a book that was very wordy, in my opinion, just using too much, it was using too much language to say something that only required a few words, and that kind of got under my skin a little bit. So yeah, that's that. This is the winner of a book that I hated. I did finish it, but I did not like it. I'm glad that I read it, and I'm grateful that I have now stepped into another category. I generally love philosophy books, so I don't know where I went wrong with this one. Anyway, that is the wrap up on my Read Harder challenge. If you guys are not familiar with Libby, Libby sponsored this Read Harder challenge. Not on this video, but it is the sponsor of the Read Harder challenge. I don't have any sponsors. Let's just get that straight right now. But I'm telling you guys about Libby in case you don't know about it, because you can get audiobooks on Libby. You can pull up any books from your library on Libby. So that's why I'm mentioning it, not necessarily because Libby is sponsoring my video. They sponsored the Read Harder challenge, which you can find on Goodreads under Book Riot's page, under Book Riot's what is it, group page. You can find the Read Harder Challenge there. That's where I found it, at least. So I have enjoyed this time with you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.